Good afternoon, Shindelwolf T-Wolves. Mr. Quentin here, giving you a quick recap of what we covered today. So, we're going to pretend that we are in 7th period, remembering, of course, that this information is here in case you have questions and want to come back and review this, or if you are someone who could not be with us on our Zoom or in class today. So let's pretend we're 7th period, and we'll head down to quarter 1. We will then go to week of September 21st through 25th and click on Wednesday, where you will see we've got quite a few things going on in here. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is watch the latitude and longitude video. And that is going to explain to you not just about latitude and longitude, but also give you extra input on the equator and the prime meridian, as well as help you decipher what it means to look at absolute location, because that's the big thing for today, absolute and relative location. And with absolute location, you're using coordinates, you're using hard data to determine a place that exists exactly. You are not using just a general idea. And that is the big difference that you will be able to ascertain after watching this video. When you're thinking about that, remember that you have latitude. Those are the lines that run east and west around the globe. And they split the world into north and south. That's what gives us our northern and southern hemispheres. If we're looking for the longitude, those are the ones that run north and south and split the world into east and western hemispheres. The primary line of longitude is 0 degrees, and it is the prime meridian. The primary line of the latitude is the equator, that is 0 degrees. And those are the big things you're going to pull from that video. Now, if you're thinking about looking at it from the perspective of relative location is basically how it relates to you. So, for example, if we're here in my classroom at Shindelwolf, all I have to do to go to Klein Collins High School is walk out of the building and literally walk across the parking lot. If you're not here at Shindelwolf, there's no way for you to walk out the door of your house and across the parking lot to get to Klein Collins. That's no good to you. Your relative location is different than mine. And it's the same as if you were trying to describe how to get to your neighborhood. If I was trying to tell you how to get to Bridgestone, I could say, oh, I live in Bridgestone. But that doesn't necessarily help you if you don't know where Bridgestone is. If I tried to clarify that by going, it's that neighborhood that's right by the Circle K. Well, if you don't know which Circle K and you still don't know from what direction you're coming, and I don't know that doesn't help very much. But if I provide you with more direct data, if I say, I need you to go to 3311 Spring Cypress Road, well, now I've given you an address, and you can use that address as a makeshift coordinate because the address stays the same. That's not something that's going to change. And you can then use other data and other technology like a map or Google Maps, your phone, Waze, however you wanted to do that in order to get to that location, because now you have an absolute location. And no matter what, those addresses also have latitude and longitude tied to them. That is what you're going to understand. That's the idea of what we're trying to understand here. Now, once you've had a chance to view the latitude and longitude video, you can then go and take a few minutes and play at the absolute and relative location website. By doing that, coming here, you can actually plug in anything you like, and you can then figure out where that is. If you have an actual address, you could plug in an address. We could do 3311 Spring Cypress Road, Spring, Texas, United States. And it is going to tell us where that is. It's going to give us the latitude and the longitude so that we can see where that is exactly. We can also plug in just random areas and see where those might be. So maybe we could try Walt Disney World, And by plugging in those that you will get GPS coordinates for where that's at. So take a few minutes and play with that website. It'd be fun. You can plug in your address, an address that you know, maybe your favorite place or your favorite restaurant. And then, after you've had a few minutes to play with that, you can choose your assignment for today. With today being Writing Wednesday, you're going to get to either choose to watch the CNN 10 video and then go to the writing assignment where you will then write your 3 to 5 sentences about the CNN 10 video. Just like we did last week, you'll be able to look at that and then you'll be able to see those sentence stems. The sentence stems are available for you, and you can use them if you would like. The Spanish sentence stems are the exact same as the English sentence stems. They're just there if you want to use them. If you would prefer to make your own sentences, you absolutely can. The other option for you today is you can go to our discussion board. So you can go to the discussion post here, which is called Lost in the Woods. No, not the one from Frozen 2. And here you're going to have a prompt. That prompt is you are out in the middle of nowhere, out camping or hiking, for example, but you've been injured and need someone to come and rescue you. How do you tell the rescue party where to find you? There are no road signs, no addresses to give them, so what can you tell them? To add to this, I'm going to say that even if you did have a cell phone, you have to imagine that your cell phone has no data, very weak signals, so you only have the ability to talk to the person that's trying to rescue you. I would like for you to write 3 to 5 sentences, complete and complex sentences, on this prompt and reply to 2 other students. Your replies must be respectful. And your replies can be things along the nature of, oh, hey, that was a really cool idea. I really enjoyed that post. Or, that's interesting. Here is how I would have told them how to get out of the situation. Those are the kinds of replies that we're looking for. I do have an example post up here for you that you can read to give you an idea of what I'm looking for. You can be as creative as you like, but remember, the idea is that you're trying to communicate your relative location and how you can get that to be as absolute as possible. It may not be possible to get it 100% absolute, but you certainly can figure out ways to make that relative location easier to decipher. So that's what we did today. If you have any questions, send me a note in Schoology or send me an email. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day, and we will talk with you tomorrow.